Hey guys, it's Ryan from The Surfer's Journey with the most exciting surfboard review I've done in a long time. I'm fortunate enough to have my hands on one of Pyzel's new Red Tiger models. The reason why I'm so excited for today's surfboard review is one, because I've never surfed a Pyzel before, and secondly, because Pyzel is from surfboard royalty. He's won 2 Stab in the Dark contests already. And with his latest surfboard release being the White Tiger and the Red Tiger being suited to smaller, more average conditions, well, that's what I surf all the time. But I'm really curious to know, how does it go for an everyday surfer in everyday waves that we have access to? So let's find out. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe now and remember to follow us on Instagram. And you can also learn more about us over at our website at www.thesurfersjourney.com.au. But for now, let's get into today's lesson of the week.
This particular beach on session 1 is renowned for being fat and slow. And I thought it was the perfect choice to really put this board through its paces in those really small average conditions. You can see it was pretty frustrating at times, but it really gave this board the opportunity to be tested in really subpar waves. And it was the perfect testing ground for today's review. If you have a look on the Pyzel website, this is how they describe the Red Tiger model. Silky smooth, even in junky waves, and possibly our fastest board yet. The Red Tiger is John Florence's new high-performance shortboard, unlike anything we have released in the past. It is the ultimate performance machine for medium-sized, slower, weaker waves, based on John's simple guidance, make it fast and fun. And for me, the description of that board is very accurate. There are some other shapers out there who will be quite misleading when they describe a board's ability, particularly when it comes to this category of high performance shortboards that are suited to more average conditions. And this can be a trap for a lot of people, me included, who see that and think, yes, this is going to be great because I surf average waves a lot. You get the board and unfortunately, it's just too high performance for those conditions. But my first impressions on this board were that it did feel very smooth underfoot. Didn't feel very clunky, and it didn't feel like it wouldn't do things without you having control. I did feel though that even out in these waves where there were some really fat sections like this, the board did struggle to make it through those sections, and it did struggle to maintain its speed through those fat sections, and on multiple occasions I found myself falling off and bogging rails like this. And I think that that's where the White Tiger would come into play on those really fat, slow sections. I think this board has its limitations when it comes to that. However, when I got good sections like this, it felt really electric and fast, and I haven't actually felt that from a high performance board in the past. As you can see in this condition, it was quite fat. Even though we're looking at 3 to 4 foot waves, there really wasn't that much power in these sections that I was presented with. And this board didn't feel amazing on those sections. On this wave here, I remember clearly thinking as I did this bottom turn into this top turn, how smooth that board felt when I put it on rail. It was a really nice feeling. And you can see here when I did that backhand hit off the foam, that the board looks a lot better when the sections are more critical and you're performing more critical maneuvers. Like any high performance shortboard, it's going to be limited as those fat, slow sections come into play. But you can see here that this wave gave me some better sections. Now they're not amazing sections, but this board's still able to maintain its speed. I'm still able to maintain my drive through those maneuvers. But I was really looking forward to getting this board into some better shaped waves, which is exactly what session 2 had to offer. Session 2 we had smaller conditions, 2 to 3 foot, however the wave quality was a lot better, a lot steeper and a lot punchier. You can see straight away that this board looks way better and feels a lot better now that I'm out in punchier conditions. I was able to explore more of that electric fast feel. And you can see that this board does allow you to generate speed even on a small wave. Pyzel said this board is meant for medium-sized waves, but that's clearly a small wave, and I'm still able to generate speed and perform maneuvers. And again, you can see that as the sections were better, so we're looking at a steeper, more powerful section, I'm able to perform those roundhouse cutbacks and hold my speed through them, compared to the first session where it was quite fat and it was struggling to hold its speed through those really fat sections. And really, this is what you would expect from a high performance shortboard. If you want something that's going to really excel in those fat flat waves like we saw in session 1, then I think that's where the White Tiger would be a good choice. And hopefully I'll get to ride one of those in the future. And I hope that you can see from the footage how smooth this board is. It's not twitchy, it's not out of control, and it doesn't do anything that you don't want it to. And for me, I feel like this board is a fantastic choice for me, suited to the better days at some of the spots that I surf, when the conditions are good and I've got some fun punchy waves, or those other spots that are quite fat or a little bit bigger. It's going to allow me to perform more critical maneuvers, and it's really going to suit the way that I surf in those conditions. Another feature of this board that stood out was this feeling of pop that it has when you go off the lip and you try and release the fins, or you try and slide the tail. Again, you feel like you have total control, but this effortless pop that comes when you perform those maneuvers, again, is something I've never felt before and is very unique to this board. I can already see why Pyzel has won multiple Stab in the Darks, because clearly he knows how to shape a surfboard, and I'm very glad that he's now ventured into the smaller wave arena.
Guys, thanks for watching today's video. I hope that it's shared my insight into how this board goes for an everyday surfer in everyday waves, and is it actually what they're saying it is. I hope that if you've been thinking about getting a new high performance shortboard, that now you'll actually give some thought to getting Pyzel's new Red Tiger model. If you want help taking your surfing to the next level, we do offer surf coaching face to face. We're based in South Australia, but we can travel around Australia if required. And for those of you who are international but you still want to work with us, well, you can access video analysis online. So if you can get footage of yourself surfing, you can send it to me and I'll be able to analyze it and send you back a detailed analysis of your surfing and what you need to do to progress on your current level. You can find out more about all of this on our website at www.thesurfersjourney.com.au.